My daughter stopped speaking after one thing Grandma said at Christmas dinner. By New Year's Day, the entire family knew exactly why. My daughter Emma was 8 years old when it happened. She was the kind of kid who never stopped talking. She talked in the car. She talked during dinner. She talked while doing homework. Sometimes she even talked in her sleep. Nobody minded. Emma made every room feel brighter. Christmas dinner that year was at my mother's house. The entire family was there. My brother, my sister, their kids, aunts, uncles, cousins. Almost 30 people crowded into the house. Everything seemed normal until dinner. Emma was sitting beside Grandma, talking excitedly about school. A few weeks earlier, she'd won a district-wide writing competition. She couldn't stop smiling. "I want to be an author someday," she said. Several relatives congratulated her. Then my mother laughed. Not a happy laugh. The other kind. The kind that makes a room uncomfortable. Emma stopped talking. Grandma smiled and said, "Sweetheart, girls like you don't become authors." The room went silent. Emma blinked. "What do you mean?" My mother took a sip of wine. Then she said the sentence that changed everything. "People only notice pretty girls. You should focus on something realistic." For a second, nobody moved. My wife froze. I froze. Emma stared at her plate. Then she quietly put down her fork. Nobody knew what to say. My mother acted like she'd offered helpful advice. The conversation eventually continued, but Emma didn't. Not for the rest of dinner. Not during the drive home. Not that night. The next morning. Not the day after that either. At first, we thought she was upset. Then a week passed. Emma still barely spoke. Teachers noticed. Friends noticed. Even her pediatrician noticed. The little girl who talked constantly had become almost completely silent. My wife cried more than once. I was furious. Then one evening I found Emma sitting alone in her room. Her writing notebooks were stacked in a box. I asked why. She looked down. Then she whispered something. The first words she'd spoken in days. Grandma said people like me don't matter. I felt sick. The next day I called my mother. She immediately became defensive. It was a joke. "No, it wasn't. You're overreacting. No, you broke her heart." Mom hung up. A few days later my aunt called. Apparently my mother had been complaining to relatives about me, claiming I was turning everyone against her. Then something unexpected happened. My cousin shared a video. Someone had recorded Christmas dinner. The entire conversation. Grandma's word. Emma's face. The silence afterward. Everything. The video spread through the family group chat. One by one. Relatives watched it. One by one. They stopped. Then I answered honestly. "I think the better question is whether she'll ever need to." My mother didn't say another word. Neither did I.